All right. Hello, friends. Welcome to Music Nation Speaks with me, Joe, where I use this platform to chat and learn from people who are passionate in what they do from all walks of life. All right. So, before we get into today's guest, a bit of housekeeping to do as usual, but it's going to be a very short one because yeah, the world is in a state of a huge shift right now. So the only thing that we can do is move along with it. All right. So Music Nation is now offering a package of 12 sessions for singing and songwriting. All right. So sessions will be done online and they'll be conducted by none other than yours truly. The cool thing about these sessions is that you can do them anytime, anywhere. I mean, at home, and it doesn't have to be weekly. All right. So if you like to sing or write 3 times a week or 5 times a week, that's fine too. So DM us on Instagram, Facebook, or send us an email to sign up today and get started on your music journey. So our Instagram handle is in the description. Music Nation MY. Facebook is Music Nation Empire. And email is musicnationempire@gmail.com. All right. So, yeah, that's it for today's announcements. And today's guest is none other than the one and only singer, songwriter, producer, and vocal instructor, music educator, Miss Winnie Ho.
Hello. Hi, Joe. Hi,
Hello,
everyone
Winnie.
on Music Nations, right?
Yes, Music Nation.
I felt pretty awkward because I hardly did my interview in English. So this is kind of like,
不用紧啊，我们餐餐啊 like we said before this, right?
yeah,
我的
Malaysian
华语
what?
exactly, we rojak lah, can lah.
Yeah.
It's time other people knew about our rojakness and the language that and the barriers that
Oh
we have to go
yeah.
through
Oh
with
yeah.
different languages in our brain, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I will try. The challenge for this episode is I will try to ask questions and interact with my 不够用华语, and then you can correct me as we go along.
Okay, 华语课.
Yes. All right. So first of all, thank you so much for doing this, and it's been a huge privilege, and you are somebody that you, Jeanette, Chesyang, I all of you guys have been people who inspire and motivate me in my music journey. Like very honestly, when I saw WVC's album, Jeanette's album, and your album and things like that, especially in Penang, like last year, right, when I saw your album at music store, I was like,
Oh.
it's
Thank
such
you.
a yeah. And the cool thing about our Malaysian local music industry is that it's a small scene, but at the same
Mm,
time the level of talent and our talent pool is so huge, and at the same time
mm.
very 如果你想学你是可以学的, and if you're really motivated to learn, to reach out to these people, right, you
Yeah.
can actually learn from people like you, from my 老师周波老师, from 车厢,
Mm.
and it's 怎么说 attainable
Yes.
if you
Accessible.
accessible,
Mm,
yes, if you
mm.
I need English class also now. Yeah. So it's
Mm,
你如果有兴趣是真的是可以学的.
mm, mm,
So
mm.
before we get into your music educating, your journey into becoming an artist, can I ask, 有没有一个 a moment where you realize that this is it, I'm gonna do music for the rest of my life, or uh, is there a moment like that that you remember, that defining moment?
Defining moment. I
The
guess yes. Oh, I think it was right after I graduated my from university. In
uh-huh.
fact, I'm a mass comm student.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
I took
okay.
my I took mass comm as my degree program.
Ah,
So yeah, but it was later on then. After I graduated, I worked for a year plus. Then I decided that I want to pursue my, um, I want to pursue my music.
yeah.
So I went to London and studied for a year there. Yeah,
Whoa. So 它是 is it like a course or like a
yeah. It's a 1 year performance course. Ah.
ah whoa. That's such a big step though from graduating as a mass comm degree
Yeah.
holder and then you're like screw this. I'm not doing this. Let
Yeah,
me
I'm
go
not
to
doing
London.
this.
But then what was it that made you um okay 如果是这样的话 right then is it fair to say that you have a pretty good support system at home they're willing to let you
Mm.
explore.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. My
Mm.
parents, they are very, very supportive. Uh,
Okay, so it's like okay 不开心的话 why don't you try something else before you get even more like angry at the
uh,
world.
well, it's also not like about 不开心的话. It's
Uh-uh.
I think I'm quite stubborn at my when I was younger lah.
Mhm.
So
Are
whenever
you
I
sure only
decided,
younger?
yeah, whenever I said like I want to do something, it is
Yeah.
a definite answer. Like nobody can stop
Ah,
me from there.
right. 就很坚持的，很
This is it. Macam tu
ah
lah.
so it's quite pretty tunnel vision. So what was it that made you decide to take this leap? I would say take a leap of faith. It's a huge leap of faith actually. Yeah.
I don't know. I
Do
don't know.
there's
Just
something pulling.
yeah, it's like
Mm.
去啦，还年轻
Mm.
啊. Yeah, still young. So go.
Why not, right? If not now,
Yeah.
when, isn't it?
呀啦.
我们讲到好像很容易讲
Um,
No, but mm,
sometimes it just took you certain courageous to make
yeah,
that decisions.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Then there's also a lot of trust in because I feel like 因为那时候我 interview 车厢还有 might be 的时候
Mm.
might 有讲 you know there's no guarantee in a musician's life like
Yeah.
we live by faith every day so 没有 like let's say 一个 mass comm degree or even like a doctor's degree or 你读什么啦其他东西 right like there is a guarantee like 9 to 5 job even if this company doesn't hire you, that company will hire you. But for us, it's like a gig by gig kind of thing,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
So we live by faith, and there's no guarantee that we will make it at the end. So I think for you to like take that leap 然后去 for a year in a foreign country by yourself doing arts doing music right it's such a courageous thing to do so
Mm.
back to music education right 小的时候有学音乐有上课
Piano lesson. 只是
who hasn't
I know, right?
at some
But I
point
didn't I didn't complete it though.
mm,
Until grade 5 then 我就放弃了. It's like I don't want to read charts anymore.
no more notes no more scales 不要了
Yeah, 太恐怖了. It's like
对
yeah.
Yeah, and teachers last time aren't as gracious as we are today, lah, huh? I guess. I mean, 他们有他们的教法 and you know that
Mm,
that generation 是比较
mm.
strict 一点的
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's the only way that they know how to teach.
Yes.
Now, today, I think we are experiencing like if we use that on our current students, we'll get
Oh,
reported.
you get fired, man.
Get fired.
No joke.
Exactly.
No joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
So did your your experiences with piano lessons and and music theory, I guess, have any influence in you deciding to start singing, and why singing actually?
Oh no, actually I started singing way before I pick up piano.
Oh,
Ah.
oh, do tell.
Um well, it started I think 我7岁的时候 when I was
嗯嗯
7 and 那时候是在primary school and then 儿童节 Children's Day then every single children there we have to do some we have to show our talent during Children's Day. So you either go for dancing competition, drawing competition, or singing
嗯
competition.
嗯
So back then I was very, very quiet.
嗯
I wasn't a very outspoken little girl.
child.
Yeah, so I chose drawing in fact. And my best friend, she chose singing competition. So and you know lah, like singing competition, 老师都会叫你在班上 like 练习唱给你的 classmate 听的嘛。
Yeah, yeah.
So she was she 她就被叫出来唱歌咯，然后她唱了之后，我心里面就想，这首歌不是这样唱的。
这样子。
Yeah, yeah. It was deep down in my heart. Then I was like, 哎呦，不可以，不可以，等一下下课recess time 的时候，我一定要跟他讲。然后老师听完，老师也是觉得这个有待进步这样子。然后但是老师也没有讲太多，然后下课的时候我就跟我的，我就抓我同学去旁边，我就跟他讲，你这首歌不是这样唱的。
The music
结果后
educator in you 已经出来了，在7岁的时候。
已经出来了。I wasn't, yeah, of course. 那当时我不知道嘛。
对，
然后第二次他在出去表演的时候，哈，
嗯，
老师就讲："为什么你进步那么多？家里有人教你是吗？"
你
哎呀，没有，他讲，他就指我咯，他讲："Winnie 教我的。"然后老师就讲："你这么厉害，来，你出来。你这么厉害，你会教人啊？这样你厉害，你现在在班同学面前唱
唱
啊。"他就
，so she put you on
拿开
the spot 哦。
Yes，哎，你还记得我们小时候，我们的 primary school 的那个音乐节是有一个 like 课本的
笔记，Yeah, yeah, yeah.
课本，so 里面有很多歌，那就
Yes.
打开从里面随便唱一首歌给老师听。然后我
嗯，
唱完，我很怕。然后我唱完之后哦，我的老师跟我讲："你不要去参加画画比
画画。
赛了，你去参加歌唱比赛。" No, she
哦
never give me a chance to pick whatever I
，You
choose. So
wanted.
yeah, I was like, okay, you were sent. You were sent to this singing competition. Okay, 那我很怕，我不敢得罪老师，我也不敢 say no to my
Yeah,
teachers，可是我也不敢跟我家人讲，所以我就自己一个人默默去
练
去
习咯。
参加这个比赛。然后我在后台的时候呢，我记得那一天哦，我很紧张，我在后台。when I was at the backstage，我简直是不敢想象，我怕到一个什么程度，你知道吗？我在我在后台，我在尿裤子。
Oh no!
我怕到这程度，可是我不敢跟人家讲。然后
Right, right,
我就
right.
听到我的名字，Then my name was called，然后我说 OK，到我了，我就走出去了，我就很怕、很怕、很怕的唱完
Right.
了那首歌。
嗯哼，
然后可是成绩 announce 的时候哦，
拿第一名。
我竟然拿第一名哎！
Well，尿裤子 it's all worth it at the end
然后 like
Oh,
我自己
wow.
都没有办法相信。可是
Yeah.
后来，因为我的外婆是 my grandma，她是驾那种好像学生的车子，那种 private 的车子这样子，送学生去上课。所以很多 auntie 就当时候是在 because 我们在礼堂比赛嘛，很多
Yeah.
auntie 就已经看到了，然后就跑去跟我的外婆讲。然后我外婆讲：
你的
怎么可
孙呢？
能？不可能的，不可能，不可能！她在家很安静的，不可能，不可能。大家都不相信。对。结果可是当然是真的啦。然后我还记得我的奖品是什么，那个时候很了不起哦。那个时候是，他们就第一名是在银行帮你开了一个户口，然后里面有50令吉 50 ringgit。 And then they award you with a piggy bank with 50 ringgit in the bank account.
这不是那个 BSN 的那个 something。
No lah. The P bank. I still remember the P bank.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then after that, 有跟你的父母讲吗？
Yeah, my parents was shocked. Then 因为家里没有一个人是懂音乐的，
音乐，嗯
只有我的小姨 my
，Yeah，
auntie，她也是有学钢琴而已。可是其实没有家里没有听说过有任何人会唱歌，所以他们讲唱歌，Are you kidding me？
什么来的？
所以like 什么来的？你在洗澡的时候唱吗
唱，对对对对，
？Singing in the shower？
哦，karaoke，right？
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
yeah,
wow. 就是从你7岁的时候 that was the first time.
yeah.
And 不是 it's not from your own 我想去我要去 that kind of thing.
No,
It's
definitely not. I was,
你
yeah, I was
from
appointed.
by your teacher because you taught your friend how to sing the song correctly.
Yes. 但是
哇
也从那一次之后，我就知道说，OK, I can sing.
有个肯定了，对不对？ Like there's validation from
Yeah.
the whole school.
At least there's someone spotted 这个 talent
对对
inside of me, and then 他帮我打开了这个东西。Yeah. So after that, after that, 因为我之前是在 Terengganu 上学的，because of 我的
邻居
grandma 住。Oh, really?
Bahang.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. 可是 after that, 因为我的 parents 就是因为搬去 JB，所以我就搬去 JB，所以我就 transfer 了学校嘛。那
Right
去到我换了学校之后，也是在音乐节的时候，老师就发现，哎，还可以唱，对，所以从此之后哦，什么儿童节、教师节，什么什么什么什么节哈，
什么 award 啊那些
like 全部一定有我的名字的。
So from then since the first time, right? 有 stage fright 到和每一次都有from every time that you have to go up on stage 一定要唱 so
对
that became a norm 对不对 So would you say that 那个 norm helped you 怎么说faced your fears of being on stage and standing in front of so many people?
Yeah，可以这么说啦，可以这么说啦。But，我觉得他也让我很习惯面对public，like
Yes.
yeah，like 面对着大众讲话也好，演唱也好就是一个 training 了，since young。
Yeah, it's a training, right? I don't think people naturally
I don't think this will come naturally. No,
Right?
right? Yeah.
And then like, do you have students like asking you, 老师，我 actually 我 stage fright 要怎么去you know conquer this thing 啦 this phobia?
Of course.
然后你的 advice 是什么？
我的 advice 其实就是多出去 gig,
Yeah.
perform more
Yes.
often. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I
So
think
如果你会怕，let's say 你上到台你还是会怕，我觉得是正常的。就是说，
对
一个在 experience 的 singers or talents，whenever 他去到一个很陌生的一个舞台，他还是会怕的。But it's how fast the talents actually recover from that.
Yeah. 适应 adaptability, right?
Yes. Yeah. 然后如果你还是很怕 if you are an experienced performer, then you still have those stage fright even after like 2-3 minutes after the performance started, then could it possibly because you are under prepared?
Yes.
Maybe 是
Yes.
So it is something for the performance to look.
To experience it and to analyze it. 因为 yes, stage fright 我觉得啦，这个是 stage fright one 很多人嘛 a lot of eyes on you. Is it truly because of performance anxiety or the fear of failing in front of people，
嗯，会的，
是不是？
是
嗯，
因为很多人，我觉得在表演的时候哦，我们都会不小心的，我们会去想，我做这个东西，audience 会不会喜欢？
想呀
啊，
呀
他会不会怎么样？So you were distracted by, you were distracted by a lot of things.
呀
And by right, we should stay focused in our performance, like
，we only
fully
have one job，
yes, like how to deliver the messages or the performance that you want to deliver.
yeah。
Mm.
Yeah. So yes. And then sometimes like you said, right? When if let's say by 第二首歌我还是很紧张，因为我不是一个很紧张的人。So even though I don't look it right, but I will over speak to overcompensate, my nervousness or my anxiety. So
嗯
有时候很多时候 by the second or third song, I would ask myself, what am I doing actually? Like 我在想什么？那些人想什么不关我的事。
对
my job is just to 唱好这个 set or that
，Yeah.
kind of thing. And a lot of times it would just bring us back down to the feeling in our body of singing. Like it
嗯
grounds us. 我觉得
，Yes.
啦。
Yes.
嗯，
因为你有时候也想想也挺好笑的，就是你花了这么多的时间去准备，然后你要把最好的东西，就是要把最好的东西拿出来给别人嘛。
表现出来吗？
But
Yeah.
at that time, you were actually distracted by okay, 这个 A 啦、B 啦、C, and then D. You were so distracted, and then you forgot whatever you have already prepared in
Right.
hand.
Right.
Yeah.
You, but there's a way to come back to it, right?
Mm,
Mm,
focus on whatever you have prepared. Like focus on 你的歌就好了嘛。你要
mm,
怎么去演唱这个东西？
mm.
Just be sincere, I guess. 要很
Yes.
authentic and sincere 啦。When we do
对。
performance, yeah.
对 and that's such a it will take us a while. I feel like even for me also 我觉得我还在找着 the sincerity and the authenticity 在表现的时候 because a lot of
嗯
times when we step out on stage, right,
嗯
there's makeup, there's different kinds of clothes. It's very easy for us to put on 一个 barrier
嗯
so
Yes, yes.
and sometimes less is more. 那个
嗯
the 单纯不是讲单纯啊 but the pureness and the sincerity 就唱罢了咯，不用放很多东西上去，我觉得。
因为可能我觉得在特别是这个时代哦，就是
哦
很多 critics 嘛，就是 audience 啊也会进来
，yes
comment critics whatever，所以我就会造成我们会有一种insecurity，
yes
我们会很不觉得很没有安全感。我这个东西出去了，别人会怎么样想？什么什么什么？But
对
in fact，然后我们会很容易拿我们自己哦跟别人比较
compare
，especially yeah
yeah
especially 我不知道你有没有这个感觉，就是OK，可能是 soloist 的时候，你还没有这么有 feel 的，就是 because
yeah
soloist when you're a soloist you are alone on stage right or with
yes
the band there's no
yes
other singers with you
yes
but when you are in a group there are other
嗯哼
singers they are just standing side by side
对
with
对
you
对
then 很容易就 audience 一定会有的啊，我比较喜欢他的声音，我比较喜欢他的 performance，我比较喜
right
欢他的这个什么 whatever。So 这些东西当然不会在你表演的 performance 的那一刻你听到，可是
嗯
可能之前就已经听到。所以我觉得
yeah
一个 performer 要我们在台上的人，我觉得我们除了是把自己的 technique skill
yeah
练好之外，其实另外一个东西是要把自己的内心变到很强大。就是你要
yeah
feel very secured。
yes
嗯，
have to know our self-worth 在哪里 as a
对
person and as an artist, isn't it?
，Yeah, definitely，你可以
Yeah.
站在这个台上，there are some values that 你可以 contribute to 你的 audience 的，so just bring that thing out. You don't have to compare yourself with others.
Right. And just like we cannot be like the singer, they cannot be us as well.
呀咯，
Oh,
嗯
so. Okay, then speaking on that, right? Because you have been a solo artist a while, uh, for a while
嗯
before Shanghai Sisters. 对不对
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
are some of the similarities in being a solo artist and also being in a girl group versus the I guess one of the biggest differences that you find, and how did you overcome that mentality? Because 好像你讲的 when you're solo artist 的时候 all you need to do is focus on yourself, and then the
Mm,
band will take care of themselves, 对不对?
mm,
So
mm,
whatever that you want to do, you can do, 对不对? But when
yeah.
you're with a group 的时候，要 one thing 要照顾那个 parts, right? And voices, and then also have to 照顾 have to build
Dancing.
up dancing 对 dancing, and then on top of that the chemistry 默契，如果没有默契的话 it 再怎么样练的话，我觉得 it won't feel
Mm,
authentic, I think.
yes.
And
Yeah.
then on top of that, 要照顾彼此的心情, like that kind of thing. So
Mm.
how was that like for you? How was the transition like? And yeah.
Transitions 啊，
嗯
嗯，我用蛮长的时间在学习的，因为呀，以前都是我一个人跟我的 band member 都是男生，just 这样子，然后
对
就 take care of me or they will just like leave me alone. ，because 我跟他们
很
去
easy
jazz
的吗？
很 easy 的，对他们就是男人嘛，然后
对
我好像我跟他们去 jazz fest 去 oversea，我是女生，然后他们就会觉得，哎，他们通常是这样子，就是
，yeah，
几点吃东西啊？我跟你讲了，你要来你就来了，你不要来也是 OK
对，
啊，就是这样子，是很干脆的，不是
很潇
讲
洒的。
Yeah, they're men. But women, when women and women work together and all of us are singers, 有一
yeah，
点不同，because 我
对
们女生比较 emotional, so
，yes，
sometimes 你知道吗？我们会我们有时候开工之前之后，可能你都有 conversation，你有你自己的心
嗯
情。有些人
，yeah，
有时候会不小心把心情带进来这个 moment。
啊
那我们怎么就是学习说，一站上到台上哦，这个东西就要切掉它。
，yeah，leave it at the door。
Yes，然后
嗯，
你就要开始you have to have interactions with 大家就要有 interaction。But
对，
sometimes 你会有 struggle 的，because 好像
嗯，
明明刚才上台之前我们就有一点不爽彼此，可是我现在在台上我们就好像好像很 friend 这样。
对对对
So
对对，
这要 go through 咯，要很懂得分出来，就是说刚才是刚
嗯
才的事，可是现在我们是在完成一个
，yeah，
performance，so 你要 have to gel with the things 啦，so 因为
right，
有时候你可能会觉得这样子我是不是很假？Yeah，but
嗯
it's not，要
，it
分得清楚，要搞得清楚。
对呀
嗯
and I think one of the most impressive things that I've seen 我很敬佩的一个哇，我的
，it's okay, you can speak
华语哦，
English，
好吧吧，
你boleh cakap bahasa Inggeris tak apa.
bahasa English pun boleh ya.
Melayu
DM
pun
pun
boleh.
boleh.
DM sikit lah.
Yeah, I mean something that I admire a lot, like after interacting with you, interacting with Jeanette, 就是 you guys don't take things like 对会 even me and my sisters, right? 我们也是会吵架 and sisters lagi lah 会丢东西啦会骂啦 but when it comes to actually doing the performance online 的时候 I think one of the biggest thing that it has taught me is not to take it personally,
Yes.
and at the end of the day it's for the music, it's for the performance,
You're right. You're right.
对不对? And I see that from you guys as well. And it's something that I have to learn from watching you guys perform, watching you guys. Yeah, it mustn't have been easy, isn't it? You 要 coordinate 那个 dress code lah, hair lah, song lah, dance lah. The amount of rehearsal would have driven me crazy lah, to be honest.
Definitely. 其实当然这些东西它其实都是一个过程来的，it's a
嗯
progress，所以它不是一个
嗯
event. So actually, me and Janet, we took quite some times to
嗯
to build the relationship. So 刚开始的
yeah
时候，因为我跟他的 character 比较不
嗯
一样，所以
嗯
you know 火星撞地球。
Yes.
一开始我们是火星撞地球的，it's like boom.
怎么你这样子？怎么他这样子的？
Yeah, like I cannot understand her frequency, then she cannot understand me. It's like, oh. 可是 I'm glad that 可能我们都长大了嘛，那我们都觉得说，OK，let's talk。
Yeah.
所以我们真的就找时间坐下来，就是了解他了。Because 因为一开始的时候就是觉得他跟我想的东西不一样，so 如果已经在这个时候把 you take things personally 了，OK，then 你很难有进一步的 conversations，then 更加不用讲你要去 understand 这个人，right？
对，because
So
already starting off at a different page 了嘛。
yeah, you already have your own perspective or so 我们就坐下来了，聊天咯，like talk 啊，like after a while then 我们就很 OK 了，他就明白我，我就明白 OK 这个是他，然后他也接受，就是说我就是这样的，
接受你。
对，我们就很 accept each other then from there 彼此之间的 understanding 就进步了，所以我们
deepen 了咯。
对，所以我们今天是有很多时候，虽然有时候很多时候他不一定会 agree with 我做的东西或者我的
Right.
决定，我也不一定会完全 agree with 他，可是
Yeah.
我们都是在有商量的阶段，然后我们会提出，我们就是会跟对方 like communicate like why I have this thought。So 我们自己做 adjustment 咯，just communicate。Yeah，
Communicate. If more of
嗯
us communicate, right? Our
，the
situation,
yeah
the world.
yeah the world what a word
Honestly 咯，对不对？Yeah, because sometimes 我们说爱情的时候，鬼知道啊，like we
嗯
cannot read
，yeah。
minds.
I
Yeah,
I do
even
believe I do believe that music can bond each other. So 不要只是特别是做团体，我是觉得不要说你只是在 perform 的时候，你才让人家觉得哇，在
觉得
台上很好看。But 他其实应该真的是要花时间去
培养
去经营那个 relationship 的。
，yeah,
嗯
yeah, 去经营
嗯
，yes. Then it will be then it will be authentic.
，yes，
明白。Okay, then let's come back to a little bit of you know now that we've covered the group session of the being in a girl group. Now, 我想问一下 is there a difference for you in being a singer versus being an artist?
嗯还好。For me，我觉得我觉得是还好的，因为我觉得这个东西应该要这样子说吧，就是说，因为我不知道你知不知道我的背景出身，我是因为参加 Astro
对，
啊，对，所以因为很多人认识我都是因为我参加 Astro，我很年轻的时候我就参加 Astro，
yes.
我其实是参加了 Astro 之后，我拿奖了，我才去英国念书的，所以其实我的东西有点 terbalik 的，
哦
我的
哦，
musical journey 是有一点 terbalik 的，啊。
那个我不知道。
Yeah，我
I
中学
see.
毕我中学毕业了，其实我就中学毕业了之后，其实我就去参加 Astro。我参加 Astro 了之后，我才去念大学，念完大学我才又再去英国。
I see.
so 我中学的时候我就已经知道我很喜欢音乐，然后我去参加 Astro，其实我当时也不太清楚 Astro 是一个怎么样大型的比赛，我就去了，因为我的朋友叫我去，我就去了。我去了之后，我才懂哦，原来这个是这么大型的比赛。可
Yes.
是 I was overwhelmed because 有很多东西是 like I never came across like proper TV production and stuff like that，很多很多东西了。And then 那时候会有因为你 when 你知道你 when you were put under a spotlight，自然而
Yes.
然的别人就会开始讨论你，you
对
become the topic。
，yes.
可是那时候我太小，我就觉得我不懂怎样
结束
handle 这个事情。I don't know how
啊
to handle. So I ran away 啦，I escaped. Like 那我
，to
我
UK.
no 啦，我只是不太爱讲话，then 我就
啊，
想很多很多东西，then
嗯
我一直有问我自己，其实我就那当时候我有一点害怕要唱歌，因为我是觉得，
嗯
诶，我其实只是喜欢唱歌罢了，可是为什么每一
嗯
次我唱歌，人家就会放大 magnify 那个东西，然后拿来讨论这样子，
，yes
觉得很
yes
奇
yes
怪。然后
啊
可是有一次就有一个人就跟我分享，他就说，其实你必须要明白的是，你自己其实是喜欢音乐，还是其实你喜欢娱乐圈？有些人是喜欢娱乐圈，because 他们其实就想通过比赛，然后让更多人知道他们，就是他们希望
啊，
um become popular。
对
OK，那如果是这样子的话，你就要接受了，这个就是你必须要付上的代价。There's a
right
price
right，
for everything 嘛。但是如果你
对对，
喜欢 music，你只是喜欢 music，那你不一定是要出现在主流的媒体。你
嗯
可以做的东西就是 you can become a music producer，你可
对对
以是一个 session singer，like 唱
对
jingles，yeah，或者是你
对对
可以去参与一些 musical，或者
呀，
你可以做concert 的 BVs，yeah。
嗯
就当时候我就觉得这个人给我的 point of view is very very enlightening。So，嗯，
对，
我我就去探索了，所以那个时候我其实就发现说，其实我真正喜欢的东西并不是娱乐圈
嗯
，so 我就没有再去想要说做什么专辑什么之类，当时候啦，然后还有
嗯嗯
签约啊什么，我都觉得不适合我，当时候。我觉得有点不
啊，
太适合我，所以我当时就去开始 explore 其他东西啊，像去唱广告歌啊，去
呀，
join musical，
嗯
anything，
嗯
很多时候我
嗯
都跑去做了啦，然后也包
嗯
括去教唱歌，我就开始教唱歌。也是 by
啊，
opportunity 啦。Somebody gave me this opportunity, just so I just pick up from there. Then 我就
对对
慢慢咯，慢慢 pick up。但我就发现说，其实我喜欢的东西是音乐，很喜
对对，
欢音乐，每次可以做很多很多的分享 sharing。Don't get me wrong, I loved performing in front of fans and friends as well，我也很享
yes
受的，I enjoy that too。可是
right
我不
right，
一定是说我要整天出现在电视机前面啊，你们一定要
嗯
懂我是谁啊，这样子我就没
嗯
有这样子啊，我就觉得那个还好。So 我其实
啊
after that 我就after that，我其实从英国回来之后，我就是也没有马上开始去做专辑。我之前就试过 musical，试过唱 jingles。After that，
对
我英国回来之后就有opportunity 去做 concert BVs。So
啊，
I started, yeah, I started。我曾经唱过Sheila Majid 的 backing vocals。
哦 that must
I
have
learned
been
a lot from her. I tell you, it's like,
yeah
wow,
yeah
she's an
yeah，
amazing person. Amazing,
嗯，
amazing, amazing, amazing
哎
C
呦，所以当
呃，
时候应该。
嗯，你呀，当时候什么？
Oh, I guess because yes, Sheila Majid, right, already such a powerhouse, right? But the band is also top tier musicians, so it's
Yes,
not just learning from that, right? 是全部一起。
exactly。然后我记得，因为我刚开始唱我的 BVs 的时候哦，我唱的都是一些比较简单的东西。可是我一接到 Sheila Majid 的 job 的时候，I spent a lot of time studying the charts，但我练
嗯，
到哭诶，因为太难了。太难了，太难了。但是我
嗯
很感谢我的 senior，也是我的 BV 的老师，backing vocalist 的老师Lydia，
嗯
就是他
嗯
很照顾我了，他有 guide
嗯
through 我很多东西这样子。
嗯
所以
，yeah
就 after that 咯，after 我做了很多的 BV 时候哦，
yeah，
才有人 approach 我，就问我说，哎，你要不要 try to cut an album？可是这个
right，
album 的形式是
嗯，
like two vocalists and one guitar. Then you're going to work with Roger Wang. I was like, 所以我就没有，
yes，
我就我一听到 Roger 的名字，我就 OK，其他
不用
东西都没有想。
再想了
Yeah, it's like OK，因为我很喜欢 double take。 我很喜欢 Double Take，很喜欢 Roger Wang and Mia
嗯
Valencia。
嗯
Yeah,
嗯嗯
before I
嗯
get to know them personally, then 我那时候就
，right
很喜欢他们，so 有
啊
机会跟 Roger Wang 合作，我觉得当然很好咯，这样子咯。
，right，and
嗯
那个是第一个专辑，
，Yeah，那个是
哇，
第一个专辑，是用组合形式来发的呀。
对对
嗯，
对，and it's such a nice feeling, isn't it? When you're being approached 的时候，and then 跟你的 people that you know and people that you admire 一起合作的时候，it's like
对。
yes validation, but at the same time, it's like okay, my time is now. If I don't do this now, when?
Exactly，然后这个东西
嗯
也回到你一开场的时候，你有讲说
，yeah，
，actually in Malaysia，如果你真的很 passionate about something，其实特别是 music，你真的可以去找这些人，they are in the community, they are accessible. So as long as you go and knock their door, stay connect with them, then 他
对
们很愿意教的。They
对，
are all very humble musicians。你知道我那时候我讲我比 Astro 的时候啊，我
嗯嗯，
Astro 新秀的时候哦，帮我伴奏的是谁吗？
谁谁？
就是 our 师傅 Mac Chu and Jenny Chin the band. Oh my god, it's like
，and
可是那时候我还是一个
还不
小朋友，
懂吗？
我只知道他们很
对对
厉害，对，只是知道他
对对对，
们很厉害，可是也不敢去靠近他们。可是
嗯嗯，
after 很多年了之后，because 我们在这个 community 里面，然后大家都 at
对
Facebook，at
对对对
Facebook，
对，
所以我才
那个圈子里面啦，呀呀呀，
then we started to talk to each other like 这些西服，你不要看他们这么厉害哦，他们很 humble 的嘞
对，
，they're
我知
very very
道。
humble person。哎呦，
And when you made that recognition or like 当你做到那个叮的时候 right, oh my god, like
呀，
what privilege that we have people like that in our backyard,
Exactly,
对不对？
exactly,
哎，
exactly. So 也是因
嗯，
为从他们的身上，就是学到，我觉得他们给我们这个 generation 很多很多东西
对
，pass on 给我们太多东西了。所以我其
对，
实为什么我自己也是一个 music educator，because 我
嗯
希望我可以把这些东西也 pass on 给我的下一代。我也是提醒我自
，right，
己，you gotta be humble, yeah, and generous to share,
嗯哼
because yeah, people I inherit from 我们的上一个 generation, they are so humble, they are so
，yeah,
generous.
willing，
Yeah.
嗯嗯
嗯，
嗯，
yeah 咯。
对。Yeah, I think and I completely understand like where you're coming from in terms of like, 因为我是 from Pahang from a
嗯
small town, so I feel like I didn't know how big it how much we can actually learn once we step out into
嗯
uh the quote unquote real world 啦，因为广东很小嘛，然后一进到来 for me I come is like oh my god what is this you know 这些 clash chords 这些东西是什么来的
Yes,
you know that kind of thing and then
exactly.
and then by going for gigs by being unashamed to ask questions and
嗯
being putting yourself out there sincerely 我觉得很多我们的 mentors 都会很愿意的去教 and they will even if they don't have the time or like they're going on tour or whatever they will refer you to other people and then
嗯
once you
嗯
have paid your dues 我觉得他们都会在 they will treat you like one
，Yeah，
而不是排斥你
对对对
嗯
对，we're one family actually。那
对对
这真的，因为呀，我就觉得说，想要学的人自己一定要不要怕去问，
对的
不要怕，不要怕 take the first step。
对对
asked, and start the conversation. 不要怕说，这些人会怎么样想我？No, no, 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 no. Just come and talk to us. 我记得那时候我在英国读书的时候哦，你知道我们在我们 Malaysia 的时候，老师问 any questions，我们都会
耶
也不敢问的，no，头耷耷。
对头耷耷
可是我去到英国的时候哦，只要老师一问 any question，全部就有人举手，like 呀，就讲我要问，我要问，而且是抢的，然后老师是没有
嗯嗯
时间回答完全部人，所以 they will probably just pick 2 or 3 questions。
嗯
Yeah. So 我觉得这
嗯，
个是一个文化 culture 上面的一个不同，可是这个东西是值得我们去学习的，因为你
对
你有问问题，别人才知道其实你对这个东西是不理解的。So
对
那就给别人一个机会跟你解释，你自己也才能够拿到更多的 informations。嗯
对对，understand and do okay. Since we're on the topic of music education now, right? 我觉得what do you think our role as music educators are in this day
嗯
and age? Yeah, 因为 like 我们
嗯
提过在 from in the our 我们的老师啦，他们的教学方法很不一样。So if we
嗯，
were to use that method today, right, and use that role today, we won't get anywhere. So yeah. So what do you think 我们的 role is today as music educators?
那当然，我觉得 as music educator，可能我们懂的东西相对性比一些年轻的学生其实是懂很多的，懂比较多，所以其实我们有责任就是要嗯要成为嗯要去好像 pass on 一些我们懂的东西给他们，好像成为那个锁匙帮他们去开那个门啊。呀
Yeah.
OK，我举个例子，比如说，可能现在很多的学生他们很喜欢唱歌，那我跟你都一样，都是教唱歌的嘛，所以
对
我们的学生主要是 vocalist，但是现在
对
很多 vocalist 他们的playlist 哈、他们所听的东西主要都是 from maybe 很主流的media
嗯嗯
like 因为你知道现在都是 AI、Spotify，so 你
algorithm
听
right
呀，你听一种东西，它就会一直 recommend 那样东西给你。
对
Otherwise 就是 radio，但 radio 播的东西，每一个电台其实差不多都一样的。
一样
啊，全世界，比如说现在流行 K-pop，全世界都在听 K-pop，so，嗯，so 可能听的东西就会变成比较窄一点点，小，
嗯
比较小。是那 but nothing wrong with it。I guess because I also start with listening to pop music, a lot of Taiwan and Hong Kong pop music. Come on, OK？但是到了一个阶段，我觉得这个是我们的 foundation。可是，在
yeah
这个 foundation，我们不可以永远只是在这个 comfort zone 里面这样子过，
嗯
而是应
嗯
该，如果是读音乐，或者是你想了解更多，应该在你有了 foundation，then 你应该 on top of 这个东西，你 build up 东西，
对
去增加 enhance 你的 playlist，去听
对
听不同的东西，甚至是 out of 我们 comfort zone 的东西，比如说 vocalist，我们通常不会选择去听 instrumental 的东西的，
no
对不对
it took
？Yeah,
me
it's
a long
like
time
it's like 什么来的？我不知道。
没有
But
唱歌的这样显的
yeah, it's like 哎呦，还唱几时才要开始唱歌？哎，Where's the lyrics？
yes
Yeah, but 但是其实我们要到了一个阶段，我觉得我们应该要很 variety，应该要听，
嗯
因为很多时候这些 instrumentalist 哦，他们给我们的是 phrasing 的 idea. It's not so much
对
about the lyrics anymore. It's the phrasing, how they phrase the sentences. 这个
对对
是你听普通的 singer 里面，你可能不会太有inspirations 的，嗯
对because
嗯。
there's nothing to distract you 嘛 it's just pure notes and
Yeah.
how they um arc it 啦
Yes，
the phrasing right yeah
对对，所以我觉得是一
嗯
个是要给他们这个东西，可是
yeah
我们就是给罢了，It's like a giver. I think it's a giver.
yeah
Yeah,
yeah
you give and of course 他们要丢东西回来，我才可以有丢更多的东西回去。
对
Yeah,
yeah 不可以
嗯，Yeah,
一直给你收到收不到 not my problem you like
yes，
I don't think we're like that 啦
嗯嗯。
yeah so is there a particular um moment or student or that made you realize yes I can continue teaching for a long time and this is what teaching feels like 就那个感觉很
嗯
satisfactory 的感觉有吗
有啊，我
Yeah.
教书应该有整15年了吧，我想前后，嗯。
I
I
see, I
think
see.
yeah，可能 more than that, maybe more than 15年，我应该很年轻就开始教了。可是当然，我
嗯
前面的时候，因为我没有经验，所以
嗯嗯
可能而且以前年轻的时候，可能真的都会比较严，很 strict，
啊
很凶，
，right,
然
right,
后
right.
可能也不懂怎么跟学生 communicate。嗯，
嗯
所以我觉得到了后期，其实有比较好，开始真的，因为很多时候，其实我觉得做老师的其中一个 satisfaction 哦，不只是把我们的 knowledge pass on 给学
嗯
生，而是可以跟他在学习的过程里面，大家一起成长。就是
，yeah
我们
yeah
有 build 一个 relationship，就是我
yeah
很清楚知道，在他的生命里面，跟在我的生命里面，这个 particular 的 season 或者这个阶
yes
段哦，我们是一起成长的，我是
yeah
陪在他身边，but 会有一天，可能有一些人，他会从此跟我已经就是不是
没有，
没有关系啊。
嗯
呀，就是我到了某个阶段，我需要离开他的生命，这是很正常的，所以也真的不
嗯
要 take things personal。可是
嗯
相反的，有一些人，我们可能就是在这个 moment 我们 meet 了，但我们的 relationship 是 carry on 的，好像我跟几个学生哦，现在都是来，even 他们 graduate 了，then
，yeah
偶尔我们还会 text each other like, "Hey, how are you?" We talk about life. We don't
嗯
only talk about music. We talk about life. We
life
talk
yeah
about faith and any other topics. 有时候
对对对，
他们有生
男
活上面有
朋友啊，
他们也会跟我 share 的 like，然后 sometimes 我们 they felt lost like，哎，老师我有一点 lost 啊，在什么东西，我觉得是很棒的这个东西。
对
This relationship is very very good.
对
It's
对
it's very um
，satisfying
satisfying. 嗯
fulfilling 啊，
，yeah yeah，对，
嗯
嗯
，yeah
，it's very
I
beautiful as well.
对，and one of how it was like for me 就是我记得我很小的时候不是很小啦，like 19岁 I think 我是 I auditioned for this was big I auditioned for Astro also but
啊，
from 那边呢，我认识到周博老师，所以那时候19岁，我今年late 20s 了啦。so but the relationship is still there, and
嗯
whenever 我有老师，我这个应该做什么，you know, it's not it started with music, but it
嗯
extended past it.
，exactly，嗯
对
嗯
，and it's such a nice thing because music to begin with 是一个比较outside of the norm 的东西了，so it
嗯
makes approaching other topics a lot easier and a lot more connected. I feel.
嗯，yep，
Okay, so I think we can. I want to be mindful of your time also because I know it's a Sunday night. 而且我们讲了很多很 it's very rich 的东西. So is there any other thing that you would like to impart before we, you know,
嗯
give close on
嗯
anything on music or even how how you stay focused in doing music for after so long and what makes you
嗯。
still say yes I can do this.
我其实我把 music 我看成是一个 lifetime 的 career，is a lifelong career，so
Yeah.
永远都不要，我要分享的话，我觉得不要急，不要急在说，我这个时候就是哇，我现在一定要把这些全部东西哇做完做完做完做完。
嗯
No，因为我们会在，如果你把它看成一个 lifelong journey 的话，哈，你
嗯
会发现说，其实现在可能，如果你是20几岁，maybe 你只是在唱，你只是在你这个 lifelong career 里面的幼稚园而已。
，yeah.
So if you are a kindergarten students, please go and have fun, explore a lot of things,
对
have fun，也不
，yeah.
要去做一个 like 很博士会做的东西，it's like 很 stressful。
You have time for that later on.
Yeah，
yeah,
yeah，
yeah.
就把它看成
嗯
是这样哦，你就会觉得没有那么 stress，你自己会不会那么
嗯
stress out，你也不会这么觉，因为很多人他可能他 feel insecure 没有安全感，或者是很急。我觉得有时候
嗯
很多时候是因为很想在这个时候哇，全部东西他都要，所以他有点
嗯，
乱，他不知道他应该要怎么
一个
样去
direction
安排他的东西。But of course，
啊，
当然每个人都有年轻的时候，年轻的时候我们可能都会比较，怎么讲？你就会比较 like
他们
eager，
上吗？不是，
tham some 也是会这样子，yeah。So，如果大家有什么就是在这就是关于音乐的东西，你有任何的顾虑，特别是当你很想把这个东西变成你的 career 的时候，我觉得不要 hesitate to ask around, especially ask
嗯
around those people who already in that industry for many years. Talk to them.
嗯
不要去，我觉得不要去听很多那种，因为一定会有很多人跟你讲的，就是来哎呀，音乐找不到吃的啦，饿死就
嗯嗯
有啦，什么什么什
嗯，
么，然后就跟你讲说，读了4年的 degree 之后，就跟你讲，哎，去卖保险呐、或者是你去做，你去做什么 telemarketing，就
MLM，
yeah, it's like okay, I'm
yeah，
not saying that that is not good. Okay，只是我觉得说，如果你真的很想要继续做音乐，那你应
嗯
该要问的是那些在音乐领域里面，为什么这些人还可以 survive 这么久的
，right，
？There
对
must be a way. So
，yeah yeah，
你不能 survive 的时候，自然而然，不能 survive 的人，自然他们就会离开嘛。
对
Yeah，
对
so 为什么你要
对
去问那些已经离开的人呢？
对对对，it defeats the purpose of staying in the in the
Yes，
scene,
是
isn't
咯，
it？
哦，呀啦，
对对对，
嗯
嗯，哦，OK，like 我觉得this whole session I feel is very
嗯。
selfish 的，我问 for myself, you know，其他人听是他们的 bonus。
那我觉得你做这个东西是很好
Yeah，
的，because it's very encouraging, like share 很
嗯
多跟很多的 musicians，因为可能很多
嗯
人看我们的时候，可能好像比如说可能很多 young musicians 看到车厢就会觉得哦，老师很这样，like 不懂要怎么去找他，或者是不懂要
嗯
怎么去connect with 他，可是其实
，Yeah，
他是一个很 down to earth 的人。呀，对吗？
Yes，
而且他是一个很愿意去 share 的人，呀，所以
Yes，
这个 platform，maybe this platform 它就 serve as 一个很好的一个平台，让很多年轻的，因为看你的节目的通常是比较年轻的musicians 哈，我觉得
，Hopefully，
就让他们有看到说，哎，原来我可以这样子去跟车向老师 say hi，and 去
Yeah，
and learn from him 嘛，
learn.
嗯
Yes, yes.
嗯
And
嗯。
and so, so thank you very much. 真的 like I've learned so much, and talking to people like you, people like Jeanette, Chesiang, Mike, you know, like and so many other, even my friends, right? Or what a generation of musicians, like it reminds me again why we're all doing this and why we're still here, and what we're actually striving for, and especially
嗯
in this pandemic time, right? 我觉得 there is a good and bad. Good 的就是 it really highlights those who take music seriously, and is willing to
嗯
put in the work to overcome this hardship. Bad
Yeah.
的就是 I think the con is like okay 咯，就who time to let weed out people
嗯
who aren't taking this, not to say who not taking this seriously, but
嗯
um this survival of the fittest, I feel
嗯
in that sense, yeah.
There are times for everything. So 我觉得
Mm,
as performer 啦，这样
mm,
现在这段时间大家都没有什么表演，也是我
mm.
们最好的时间读进修自己的时候，try to add on
这个是
value，在这个
yeah
时候。很
对
add on value 不只是 music 上面的 knowledge，可能也
对
是 like 你自己怎么去把你自己里面填更多东西，so that 你可以有更多的 artwork creativity 出来以后，因
对
为时间是不等的，不
对
等人的。这你觉得这2021年就是哎，一直 MCO，一直 MCO，哎，浪费时间。可是不要忘记哦，2022年一来到，或者是等到就是我们东西都 recover 的时候，
对
当时候你回头望， 你是觉得哇，好彩我有做了一些东西 to get myself ready，还是哎呦啊，我之前的时间就这样过掉了。So
跟不
which
上
one？
了。
对，which one? So
嗯，
don't waste the time. Is the perfect timing for 我们在家里自己去进修，
就
去 explore 更多的东西。嗯
对对。Oh, yes. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have Miss Winnie Ho.
，Thank you, thank you, Joe.
谢谢你. Thank you all so much for tuning in. For if you like this episode, please share 这个 link, this YouTube link to your friends, your family, and people who are actually interested in music and don't know how to start. Their journey. So like 我觉得好像我们讲的 like Winnie 老师 you know they are the perfect people to ask from, to reach out to, and right now everything is remote, right? So 不用
嗯
you don't have to come face to face, and you can just reach out. So please do so. Take care of yourself, stay safe, guys, and we will see you guys next
，stay
time.
safe,
Bye
bye.
bye.